Hey guys, it's Knothead coming to you on a Thursday. I know normally I like to try to talk about the previous week's racing on Tuesday, but I had to take a me day. Tuesday was a weird morning. I just couldn't think straight, couldn't think right. So I took the day off my work and I went down to Indy just to burn some laps, just to try to get out of my own head, and it kind of helped. Yesterday was kind of busy, so I didn't really get a chance to record. So here I am Thursday afternoon, and it's like, you know what? I haven't put anything up, so I might as well talk about last week at Indy RC World for the second round of the Icebreaker series. So, I made my race report on Facebook. I got 2 second places. I'm not happy with it, but I'll take it. I expected second place for 40 plus. I mean, Donnie's a good driver. I like racing against him. I don't expect to win every time against him, but I didn't expect to win that one. In sportsman class, I jumped out to a hole shot, and that was great. Like I first round qual was pretty bad. Car was doing stuff I wasn't expecting it to do. It wasn't exactly doing exactly what I wanted to do, but it wasn't not doing it. Couldn't figure out why, so I just kind of drove the car. Getting it off the track and was getting ready to change battery for first 40 plus qual, and I noticed that I had a super bent shock shaft, which, yeah, I've got it right here. It's like that. I'm like, holy wow. So I stopped to switch out that shock shaft. And in the process of working on that, a lot of things were going on. Noticed that the shock body was also kind of messed up, so I ended up missing my first 40 plus qual. So long story short, first round was kind of bad. Just because car was doing kind of some weird stuff. Once I got it all figured out, quals went fine. Did really well in the second sportsman qual. Was surprised even with the bent shock shaft that I had. I made it in the A seed. 40 plus qual went fine, no big deal. But the mains is kind of what got me, because I'm checking my car after the shock failure and everything like that, and first few laps, like I said, I got the whole shot. First few laps, I'm in first, and I'm doing okay. I'm doing well, and I'm pushing my cars as much as I can. And then I suddenly started losing the ability to push it. I was like, okay, weird, but okay. So I just kind of set in a groove and stayed in my groove. I wasn't able to push and try to keep that whole shot, keep first place. I didn't realize it till about maybe a third, maybe a little bit more than a third through the main, that I was flapping going on the front straight. And I started paying attention more to the cars that would go by. Come to find out, I had a tire coming unglued, so I need a new tire guy. When the main was all said and done, and I looked at the car, like 3/4 of the outside of one of the tires was coming off, and I was like, okay, great. So I changed to a different set of tires for the mains, for the 40 plus main. When I was at home looking over that set of tires that I'd been running, because I ran essentially 2 sets of tires, same tread, same compound, silver sweepers all day. When I checked the set of tires that I had the most run time on, it was more than just 3/4 of the outside of the tire. It was like the entire tire was kind of jacked up. And it wasn't the only one. There was a whole lot more that was messed up on that. So I wasn't able really to be competitive in the A main for sportsman class. I didn't make any changes to the car. I did post a setup sheet, I think, on the race report I did. I'll post a link to that setup sheet in this video. I mean, again, nothing really changed from anything else. Just to try to keep up with the setup sheets. I mean, track was... If I would have changed anything, I probably would have changed tire compound, to be honest. The track was really weird last Saturday. The moisture the moisture was all in the middle of the track, and the outside was dry. So it made it really kind of hard to read the track. Like, you could push it, but there were a lot of spots on the track that if you pushed too hard, your car wouldn't react the way you wanted it to. So it's definitely an interesting run on Saturday. Also, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna cut any video. I'm gonna take everything that I recorded at Shaw's 2 weeks ago and then this past week. Wasn't able to really record much for my normal kind of behind the scenes at the races video, because I spent basically the entire time between the first 40 plus qual and the second sportsman qual fixing a shock. I had to run down parts. I didn't have another shock body on me, so I'm just gonna go ahead when I'm bringing this to the computer to put up, which I'm gonna put this video up later, probably tomorrow, Friday. I'm just gonna put everything in there. I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm gonna kind of intermix. I think what I decided is I'm gonna intermix some of the aerial video from Shaw's, then do some of the Indy video, the other set of aerial that I shot that I think I will post, because there's some stuff from Shaw's that I won't. I'm just not gonna put up. And just kind of intermix them. That way you get a little bit of back and forth, and I'm not gonna do any weird transitions or anything. That's something else I'm gonna kind of work on as well. Other than that, I mean, I think I'll do kind of a generic blog maybe next week, as well as another race report reflections, because there's round 3 of the Icebreaker series this Saturday. And unfortunately, due to other plans, I won't be able to make round 2 at Shaw's. So, I mean, it's no big deal. But that's that. I mean, just take care of yourself, guys. I mean, like, every now and then you're going to have a time where it's going to be necessary for you to do what you've got to do for yourself. And that's what happened to me this week. I had to take a me day and do what I needed to do for me. So hopefully this week's a lot better, because last week was pretty bad. Even when I showed up to the track, I was a lot of things on my mind and kind of had a lot of anxiety. So let's see what's going on. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Again, like and subscribe. Oh, hey, also brings to mind, we got a fancy new subscriber. I got this notification. I think it was on Friday. It might have even been Sunday. It was last weekend sometime. Got the first big pro subscriber on the channel, and Spencer Klein. He was probably asleep when he subscribed, so it's probably an accident, but that's okay. We'll forget Spencer. He does weird things when he takes naps. It's okay. We love you, Spencer. No, really, we do. Thank you for subscribing, Spencer. That's pretty awesome. But we're at 59 now. Still shooting for 100. Like I said, when we get to 100, we'll give away a couple sets of tires. All right, guys, again, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Let's get this going, and we'll get on the road.